Hi, Jason Knott with CE Pro, and I am very excited to be joined today by Noah Kaplan, president of Leon Speakers. Noah, thanks for joining me today.
Hey Jason, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for asking. I'm doing well. Hey, let's jump right into it. We're talking about multi-room audio today, and Leon Speakers is known for its aesthetics, it's not just important to integrators, but also to clients. Tell us, how can integrators provide speaker solutions that seamlessly integrate into a space and deliver the aesthetics that the end user expects?
God. So our vision at Leon has always been to sort of mix art with audio and design with technology because we know the clients simply don't want to see technology. They just want it to seamlessly blend into their homes. So all the products we make are custom built and designed either to match the TV, so it literally looks like your speaker is part of your TV and you don't really know you have it, or some clients want it to not stand out, but be a sort of design element in their home. And that's why we offer things like custom grills, custom built cabinets, solid hardwood cabinets, and also ways to treat your technology like a piece of art. And that's where we bring in the media decor side of the business. So where we start with the audio, we like to really finish with style and design. And so we try to build a huge palette of products that will enable the integrators to work with their clients to make it feel like the technology is really part of their homes and not something that you just go and buy off of a shelf and put in a luxury home. I think that still serves a huge role. But as TVs get larger and larger, I think more and more we have to look for new solutions. And you also see a lot of new trends, not just in display, but with wireless technology that enable us to be a lot better. The TVs look a lot better from the start. They don't have big bezels on them. They're very thin. They're high contrast. So we're seeing a lot of new ways to incorporate art and style into technology, which I think is the most important trend we can focus on in our industry.
You touched on the TV part. Recall somebody saying to me, TVs have never looked better, but they've never sounded worse, which
Right.
is where the audio comes in. So important.
This is a beautiful problem for us to be able to solve. And you really have to think differently to solve this problem. One of the best examples of how we're trying to deal with this, we have a product called the Edge Media Frame. Because my issue with televisions is putting literally some of these TVs could be 6 feet wide, 8 feet. These are gargantuan objects. And to me, they look like big black windows in the middle of a beautiful house. So yeah, the picture looks amazing, but usually that means the customers are farther away, so they're actually even harder to hear. And so the Edge Media Frame allows you to frame in the television. So it's almost like a treatment for a window is the way I think of design right now. You don't just put a window in, you have a window treatment, something like a shade or a window frame or a sash. So the way the Edge Media Frame is like that, it just says, okay, we're going to put this window in your house, but we don't want you to see any wires. We certainly don't want you to see any speakers. So we're trying to create new furniture in a sense that actually hangs on your wall to treat the television like it is a design object, because sometimes it's literally the centerpiece of the house, right? You might have a living room, and while the fireplace is definitely a centerpiece, the TV often goes over the fireplace. And if you're an American, the average American might watch up to 32 hours a week of television. So they're literally constantly looking at this piece. It's like a window in that way. And now that all the devices have streaming internet, people use TVs in totally different ways. Like I use my TV almost as a stereo. So the Edge Media Frame, you could kind of think as your modern stereo. You could think of it as your home theater system. But definitely, I don't want to just leave this shiny black thing in the middle of the house. I like to add like a natural element to it. Solid hardwood, custom paint, cool fabric. And then when it comes to the surrounds, we like to hide those, in the architecture. So that would probably mean something like handmade in-ceiling speakers with custom grill treatments, or even solid hardwood grill treatments. And then subwoofers that are made to be hidden and not seen. So we call this whole category of stuff living space theater, because people are experiencing technology, in the course of their everyday. It's not like, especially people like me, I'm not going down to the basement to watch a movie very often, but I definitely am listening to music all throughout my house. I want it to be a cool experience in every room. I'm not a big television watcher, so I just want it to look cool when it's off. And that's why I also love this new trend in digital art. Um, we're partnering with a lot of digital art companies. One of my favorite ones is called Black Dove, who's starting to enable like really high end digital art because I don't want to see black windows in the middle of a beautiful home. I think that we have a much more artistic sensibility to us as people, and that's why we also make the media decor products. Because we want you to be able to either look at digital art, and now we also have a huge palette of products that you could frame your entire TV with. So you could have scrolling art, you could have motion that reveals art. So concealing it, revealing it, and framing it and treating it, I think, is the new trend for technology in general.
I think you hit the nail on the head because it's so important. Even in the audio world, people are so visually influenced, and to have a high performance audio product that also looks beautiful really can be a big differentiator. But let's shift gears for a second. You guys recently purchased Terra Speakers, known for their outdoor audio. What are the plans for that brand?
Great question, Jason. Thank you. Yeah, that was a big move for us because just like in the inside, we just think there needed to be more custom ways to treat the outside sound. And I love some of the trends in outdoor audio too. You see a lot of outdoor speaker companies creating things that look like modern light fixtures. What I really liked about working with Terra and the reason we acquired the company is because Terra was working with speakers that incorporated the light into the speaker, which I really like. So because of low voltage LED lighting, you could run light and sound to one object. And so they had patented products that we really liked. We always help them design their products. And so it was a really nice merger for us in terms of we love the people there. We still have the factory in Maine up and running. They're 100% handmade outdoor audio products, made right here in America, just like we're making all of our products right here in our factory, right outside that door. I just thought it was a really good fit for us. But I really also see, I want to take it further. I think we, as an industry, tend to look at other objects and try to copy those objects. We're trying to sort of reverse engineer that and come up with products that start as the object itself. Like, maybe it starts as a light and then we add the audio later. So we're working with our industrial designers and other industrial design engineers from other lighting companies to come up with brand new solutions that will still be handmade, but will give you a lot more customization for outdoor use.
Noah Kaplan, we'll look forward to seeing all of that at CEDIA upcoming. And thanks again, Leon Speakers. And Noah, thanks for joining me today.
Really appreciate it, Jason, and thanks for everything CE Pro does for our industry. It means a lot to us.